So I think facilitation is about getting a group to a better outcome than it would without you there. And there are some tools and techniques and tricks that we use to help that. What's one of your favorites, Sven-Ari?
One tool in particular comes to mind, and that's because I'm going to use it tomorrow. So I'm not sure if it's a favorite, but it's in my mind. And it speaks to what you are talking about. So it's the tool is called a Premortem, which is this tool within the risk management segment. We all know what a post-mortem is. You do a autopsy evaluation after somebody had died to learn what happened. And everybody benefits from that except the person itself, the patient. What if you could do that before? So pre-mortem. And you do that when you have projects, for instance. Before you launch the project, you devise a scenario where it's a catastrophe 1 year ahead of time. And then you ask, what happened to make this a catastrophe? And then you have the group start thinking out, so what did actually happen? And research suggests that this is way more efficient than say, what could go wrong? To imagine that it has already gone wrong by so much as 30%. So by using that method, by facilitating, you can increase the value for the group.
Imagination is a powerful thing, isn't it? Imagining yourself into the future.
So this is kind of, it's built on prospective hindsight. And it's Gary Klein who devised the Premortem exercise. So you go through it, there are certain steps, but the main thing is imagination. And you help that imagination by building a scenario.
So what's your top tip about doing it, and where can people find out more?
Well, there's, of course, an easy web search. We would find out about Premortem. My top tip is to invest some time in creating the scenario of the disaster that happened with your project. And then make sure that people are, you're facilitating, as a facilitator, you have to make sure that everybody gets to pitch in, because this could potentially build a lot of trust. But if you dig into the negative stories that will arise, you could end up in a worse place. So just make sure that people really are participatory, because this will also enable discussions on doubt and risks that often are silenced in the room, in the project room.
As a facilitator's job is often that, to bring out those unspoken voices. Thank you.